are live. Your music live. Let's do it.
You might want to hear this. The name's Pete Johns. He plays music, other people's music. But he's allowed to. They send it in to him. They want to be heard. The name of the show? Oh, alright, I'll tell you. Yeah. It's Your Music Live.
Hello? Who is this?
That's right. You know the time, you know the place, you know the show. It is Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. 2 hours of the best in independent music from all across the internet. My name is Pete. This is Studio Live today, and this is brought to you by our good friends at DistroKid. If you're an independent musician and you want to get your music out there to Spotify, to Apple Music, to iTunes, to Google Play Store, I don't know, there's lots of places now. Then use DistroKid for less than $20 per year. You can get your music out. An unlimited amount of songs, EPs and albums out to everywhere. Thank you to our friends DistroKid for sponsoring the show. Why don't we crack on and get into our first tune? And this is from Andy and Fico, and it is Feel Like a Boomer. Let's listen to it live here on Your Music Live.
Time of music, time of dancing, time of rattle. Wear some blue jeans, leather jacket, break the rules now. Talking new slang, drive a hot rod, bring it all down. Feel like a boomer, I'm a mover. Wanna rock a see me rolling, like a stone now, born for running. I'm never stopping, yeah. Living in new days, loving the old ways.
There you go. If you weren't awake before, Andy and Fico have woken you up now. That is a very cool song. Feel Like a Boomer. Yeah, a bit of a Woodstock vibe going on there for sure. Now, I didn't even read out what they told me about the tune. So Andy Dion and Fico the Croatian rocker. Fico says, I came up with a cool riff. I emailed it to Andy and asked if he would like to work it into a song. Andy added more riffs and after the instruments, did vocals and produced the song and the video. I wrote the lyrics. Song is about living in modern times, but feeling nostalgic about past times. And yeah, I think hands up who can relate. Yeah, things are moving rapidly, changing all the time. So a very cool song, and you do want to go and check it out. If it's your first time here, what you can do is that you can check out all of the songs that we play here on the show. They're linked down in the description. So if you miss a tune and you're like, man, I really dug that opening number, don't worry. After the show is over, the show ain't over, because you can go down and check out all the cool tunes down in the description, including our next song. Oh, before we go on, Mark Lovell, Kronk song. Another very cool opening riff, I think you'll agree. The little opening number there, the tip-off version of the YML opening jingle. So thank you again to Mark, as always. Let's click into our next song. Guess what? We've got a special guest on YML here. Anyone know a bloke called Bubba? Yeah? If you're a regular around here, you'll know Bubba. But you may not know that Bubba makes amazing music. Now, usually it involves a whole lot of guitars. But Bubba's gone out on a limb here, and he said he's Russified this track. And if you know Russ's music, you'll know what that means. But let's jump in and take a listen and a look, shall we? This is Bubba with Red here on Your Music Live. very cool beats to get you driving along here on a Saturday morning for me. Probably a Friday afternoon or Friday evening for most of you because you live in other parts of the world. But yeah, very cool there. Liking the drums there, liking the trippy, head bopping, foot tapping moves that you're going to get out of that one. Very cool, Bubba. Super cool techno track there. Very different, very big departure from Bubba, and something very cool indeed. That was indeed awesome. So thank you all for sharing that one, because Karen is sharing. Let's jump in and listen to some Potato Power. I love some of the names that you folks have for your artist names. Potato Power says, I made this a year ago when I just got into high school and realized that I love making random songs on the top of my head. And this one is Middle Eastern. There you go. We travel to all parts of the globe here on Your Music Live, and this is no exception. This is Potato Power with Camel Race, a garage band song, and you're going to listen to it live on Your Music Live. Very cool indeed. And I love that. And I love hearing the backstory of something like that where they're like, oh, yeah, I just started high school and I made that music. And I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, there's some talented people in this community. And Potato Power is no exception. Very cool, very nice beat, very nice jive going on with that one. And again, if you want to listen to more of all of the artists we play, you can check the description down below. Let's grab our next tune. This is from Phil O'Rara. Not sure if we've heard from Phil before. That's the point where Phil says, yeah, you have, Pete. You've played me 3 times. But anyway, Phil says, I wrote this song a while back and actually recorded it with a band I was in. We were working to record an album, but the song was not selected. I discovered GarageBand in my iPad mini over this past year and upgraded to an iPad Air and decided to make my own recording of the song. Your videos have helped greatly. Thanks. Well, thank you, Phil, for sharing. And I'm in a party mood, so we're going to party tonight. So let's take a listen to this one, Phil O with Party Tonight. We are indeed going to party tonight. Party hardy equals tardy? No, not on Your Music Live. Party hardy equals fun times ahead. Phil O. Party tonight. What a cool vibe on that one. So, yeah, very 80s, very synth-tastic. I'm working on an 80s synth song at the moment. I need to go and steal some of the ideas from that tune for sure. A super fun tune. Super cool. Thank you for sharing it, because sharing is caring. Speaking of Sharon, let's jump in and grab our next tune. And this one comes from Vuja de Savagery. And they say, the cynical protagonist spends the first half arguing that love as a human conceptual idea is lost to extinction from overuse. In the second half, after discarding the word he reclaims the conceptual idea of it, strips it down, deconstructs it, and finally redefined it. So the final word of the song is the word he has chosen to replace the discarded. That's some heavy stuff. But we're just going to jump in and take a listen and a look at this one. So it is called Evolving. Good one, Pete. Evolving from Meaning Lost. This is Vuja de Savagery on Your Music Live.
Love's wrung out. From its precept to this abstract to our own sad pontification. Over 7.8 billion different ways, interpretation reasons, no notion, more vast fluctuation of standard deviation, been drugged from its shrine, tarred, feathered in the street, covered in putrid dumpster slime, salt watery, eye-tear dripping punchline, the noises our bodies could wail, contorting our vocal cords a nightingale, Godzilla sonic booms as the clap all pale, when the pressure under our skin has to exhale, so overwhelming our scars too frail, or we crack an earthquake, falling to the ground for our chosen genuine, now barren, absent color, impotent, sublime, streamlined to a holiday, Valentine, avatar sales, slinging the rankest of rock gut red wine, mass laser poster printed to paid actors, scrolling sunset, broken glass shoreline, with every football there's a crunch, beaches top layers not sand, it's littered by seagull carcasses, strangled in plastic soda bands, carries more weight to a mountain hermit, speaking of moonshine, than it does to boys, cracking boys.
Unbelievable stuff. Yeah, so much energy. I got so much respect for that sort of freestyling kind of sound, just pushing through. Yeah, very cool. And yeah, only one take. It does remind Jurassic 5. I was trying to think of the sort of bands. It kind of reminded me of Black Alicious, some of their earlier stuff, but Jurassic 5 is probably more along the line. But yeah, drama rap. I know. So cool. Like, you can just feel the intensity of that stuff. Exactly. Yeah, very nicely done. Thank you for sharing, and don't be a stranger. Share again soon. Let's jump into our next one. I'm moving fast today here because I rewatched some old episodes. I don't usually watch the show afterwards, but I've rewatched some old ones, and I'm like, man, I do speak a little bit too much. I keep getting to the end and going, we didn't have time for enough music, and then I realize it's because I've been rabbiting on the entire time. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is LC Guitar EDM, who says guitar and electric stuffs on GarageBand. And we know that everyone loves the GarageBand around here. Well, many of you do. So let's see what our friend LC Guitar EDM has produced here in GarageBand. This is called Sunday on Your Music Live. We are bringing the dance music hard today. Last week was keyboard week. This week it is clearly dance week. Yeah, when that guitar kicks in on that one, how dope it is. Yeah, the guitar added in there. Reminds me a bit of some of your tracks, Russ, where the guitar and the EDM kind of sounds really do layer in nicely. And the bass, oh, the bass, exactly. So good. So good. Thank you so much for sharing. There you go. That's the first time we've heard from LC Guitar EDM. Don't be a stranger. Do share again. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I simply wasn't aware of it. Let's go to our next song. This is Tim Driver. Now, Tim's given us a Spotify link. Is this going to work? Yeah, it seems to have working. Working? It's working well. So Tim Driver, this is a song called Driving a Stolen Car. And Tim says it's about a young man who steals a car and probably gets caught. He's not a bad man, just easily led. He narrates it to a woman, Esme, maybe a friend or a relative, I'm not sure. It was a song which wrote itself in a lot of ways. I remember doing it, but I don't really remember the process. So I was definitely in the zone, and the whole concept and recording was done very quickly. Sometimes the best songs are the ones you create when you're just in the zone and you create them really quickly. So why don't we jump in and take a listen to this one? It's called Driving a Stolen Car. Tim Driver, here on Your Music Live. Press the play button, Pete.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Hey, Smith. Can you see me in my car? Hey, Smith. Can you see me driving? Can you see me driving? Oh yeah. Can you see me driving in my car? Oh no. I won't get so far. Not so very far, I won't get so far. No, Esme, I won't get very far. I'll tell you why.
We are just grooving along. We're going from groove to groove here today, and that one is no exception. We got some reggae vibes. I do like a bit of reggae, says SM Borthwick, as do I. A little bit of that dance hall, that reggae groove really does well. Really does well indeed. That is dope. Indeedy doody. Thank you for sharing, and that is down in the description. Tim Driver, again, driving a stolen car. Good double use of the drive there. Let's move on here. The next track is from Lex Redrum, and I'm pretty sure I've seen Lex here in the chat here today, so good timing. Lex says it was written in my room about 11 p.m. at night when I wasn't doing too good, then recorded using GarageBand in my room over the course of about 3 weeks. Very cool indeed. Let's jump in and we'll grab this video. It's a YouTube linkage, and it is called Scared to Die, an original tune from Lex Redrum, and we're going to listen to it live here on Your Music Live.
She walks around with a heavy heart. She's got no motivation to do anything, and she takes it out on herself. She can't take the
Very nicely done. And Lex is saying it's her first ever song. That's insane. Very nicely done, as Statistics says here. Great talent, very moody, very emotional. Hits you in the feels, doesn't it? Yeah, can definitely relate, and very nicely done. Hello, Nova Cascade. Yes, love the vocals there. Nicely done, it says The Penguin. Very cool stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, I was going to say, definitely your first time here on Your Music Live because, yeah, it's your first song. So do not stop creating. That is some raw talent there, and you need to continue creating and sharing your music with the world. 110%. All right, we'll grab a few more tunes here. We've had the inevitable video unavailable. So Landon Richards, if you've got an updated version of your video that is available, I've got the video has been removed message here. So I apologize. We're going to have to move on to our next tune, which is from State of Mind. And this says a song written about growing up with an alcoholic father. So this is our D&M section of Your Music Live. We've had the party. We're just going to chill for a little bit here and listen to a few tunes. And this one is State of Mind, and it is a tune called In a Child's Mind. And let's listen to it here live on Your Music Live.
Take your time, think what you're doing. Who to go with, mother or father? Why now, just starting older? I'm only young, but now otherwise. I'm trying hard to understand reason.
See, that's how you get a guitar solo played. You make it the intro. Very cool. Yeah, Bubba getting a bit of a Canadian trio, rock trio feel to that one. Yeah, very, very nicely done. They don't make intros like that anymore, but those sort of intros are not really designed for Your Music Live, are they? Because when you're a minute into a song and the vocals haven't kicked in yet, yeah, well, then Pete turns it down. But again, you can go ahead and grab the whole song, listen to all of the track down in the description. Is there a Gringo in the house? I'm pretty sure I saw a Gringo in the house here. Gringo says, I'm currently working on a new project with a couple of colleagues and friends that entails, I love the word entails, the story of a spaceman cowboy that gets lost on the moon after embarking on a top secret mission. Hope you enjoy this smooth jazz track. I gotta put my smooth jazz radio announcer voice on. Let's take a listen. Oh no, dark times, sad limes. It tells me the track was not found. Gringo, say it ain't so. So I apologize again. We've had another case of track not found on this one. So Gringo, I think you had shared something else here. So why don't I do a quick search? We'll do a quick search for Gringo because you might have sent me an updated version. Or we've got another song here anyway. So I'm going to play another song from Gringo. He says, hi Pete, been hard at work on a collaborative EP and LP and would love to have a sneaky preview for you all. Hope you enjoy this one. Well, I don't know what genre this is, so I don't put my smooth jazz back on, but it's called Soup Visualizer. There you go. Soup Visualizer. Love the name. Let's jump in and take a listen to this one. Gringo with Soup Visualizer here on Your Music Live. Very nice little calm beat, but I turned my volume up to 11, and it's just not coming through super loud. So yeah, I would throw some normalization on the track so that we can hear it, because it sounds like it's a cool, fun time going through there, but it's just a little on the low side. So yeah, but thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring, as we say. Let's grab a mascarpone track, shall we? Now, you did send me a few things here, I think, but I'm just going to grab the one that is nearest to where my little cursor is here and play this one. Another week, another koala sample challenge using a song sample suggested by the group. Drum one-shots courtesy Electronic Sounds Patreon Vault. Support content pros like Pete, Jade, and Dean. There you go. Thank you. I agree. Sorry to bother you again, Pete, but please start my Merry Steam Virgin around 125, since the end is the best part. See, Greg mascarpone is an absolute pro. He knows the deal. He knows that you've got to tell me where to start the song. If you want to start it at a certain spot, you got to tell me where to start it. So we're going to do exactly that. 125. We'll scroll ahead. There we go. And we will we'll give this one a spin. I'm liking it already. There you go. This is mascarpone. Greg Hernandez, Merry Steam Virgin by mascarpone. You're going to listen to it live. So am I. On Your Music Live. Let's do it. There you go. I love it. Is this what chaotic neutral feels like? I think so. Very nicely done. Bubba saying, what door is this? That's the koala sampler that Greg is using in that one. Very cool stuff. It's like the inside of the Mad Hatter's brain, right? I agree. Very cool indeed. Nicely done. Appreciate you sharing again. And yeah, thank you. Thank you to everyone, because this show would be nothing, nada, zip, without you and your submissions. Better stop that. It's trying to play what I'm doing right now over the top of me over there on YouTube. We don't want to do that. All right, now I usually save these sort of artists for the second half, but I'm going to jump straight in. We're 30 minutes in, and I'm going to play a couple of tunes here. I'm going to do a Russ QB back to back. So that get your emojis ready, because Russ, we decided that the Russ emoji is the angry swearing emoji. So why don't you get yourself ready? Get yourself ready for some Russ. Throw the angry swearing emoji in the chat there, and we'll take a look and a listen. So what does Russ have to say about this? He says, "Hello there, Pete. Hello there, Russ. Now something I don't usually do, a cover or remix of a track. This is a classic and all-time personal favorite of mine. This is the first of my covers remix, and of course with the Russ touch on the disco classic I Feel Love by Donna Summer, mastered by Jade Star, originally made on my iPad 2 and later re-edited on my iPad Pro. Thanks as always." And that's from our man Russ. So this is I Feel Love remix, Russ 8889. Let's take a listen here on Your Music Live. The one and only Russ, 8889, together with Donna Summer at last. Yes, Russ for the win. I do feel bad for people that did walk in halfway through that and just think that this is a terror. Everyone's really angry at me in this stream. Moby Ross? A little bit of a Moby feel. Love it. Yeah, love those arps, the arpeggios going on there. Very cool. And Donna Summer doing the robot. So, yeah. Can't go wrong with that, can you? Very nicely done. Yes, a proper banger that one is, and I don't even know the original song, but I'm sure it's way better. Yep, absolutely. Everything that Russ does is better than the original. Nice one indeed. Let's not stop the party there. Let's jump straight on in and grab our next track, and then we'll hear from our friends at DistroKid. Going to try something with DistroKid. I'm going to try showing 2 features of DistroKid, giving you a 2 for 1. So let's jump in and take a listen to QB The Penguin. You've just had to work the Russ emojis there. Penguin should be easy to find because you can just type in penguin and you'll get your penguin emoji. So let's take a listen. What does the penguin have to say? This is a showcase of ideas I've been working on this week featuring psytrance and lo-fi. There you go. How long do we have? Oh, it's 11 minutes long, so that's all right. We'll start at the start, but if you want to go and check out all of QB's gear, you can go and check out the whole 11 minutes. So I'll give it a like because you know I'm going to like it. Let's turn this one up to 11, shall we? And let's hit some QB The Penguin with some garage band ideas here on Your Music Live. the beats, all the synth sounds, all the Penguin, QB the Penguin, with some ideas in GarageBand. And I love it, since QB started sharing their GarageBand screen, it's so cool to see how QB puts this together with the loops, but a lot of MIDI instruments, so a lot of actual programming in of the instruments in there and using those arpeggios and those chords and working them together and some of the samples that are going in there. So very nicely done, very cool as always from QB the Penguin. We've got a whole bunch more. We've got another 20 minutes in this first half. We'll then jump into a toilet break, and then we've got a big second half as well. So don't go anywhere. And if you're enjoying things, hit the thumbs up button. And if you've got other people who you think would dig this, who are into their music, who are independent artists, or who just love listening to cool new tunes, then share. Just hit the little share button and share it with people on your Facebook, your messengers, your text messages. Just call your auntie and say, Auntie, Your Music Live's on. And she'll say, what? And you'll say, Your Music Live with Pete. And she'll be like, what? No, sorry if you've got an auntie that's actually super cool. Shout out to my aunties. Let's jump in. We are brought to you every week by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Now, if you're an independent musician and you want to release your music to the world, you want to get it out there on Spotify, you want to get it on Apple Music, you want people to be able to hear your stuff and find it wherever they want to, then you need DistroKid. And for less than $20 per year, you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums. And if you use that link right there, it's also down in the description, you're going to save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Now, DistroKid have got some pretty darn cool features, and I'm going to show two of them right here. One of them is the ability to download your song at any time. There's something called the Vault. You can come in here to your goodies section, and you can go to Protect Your Music and go to the Vault. And what this does is it takes you into this, which is a folder of every song and every release and every album that you have ever put out there. It's the full high-resolution WAV file. So if you're terrible at organizing your files like me, this is a super cool thing. So what I want to do, I want to get my murdering time, and I want to re-download this because I don't know where my WAV file is. And I want to make sure I've got my full mastered version of this. So I'm just going to come in here, I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to click the download button. And there it goes. It downloads there. Now, it does also give you the album artwork. This isn't the full resolution album artwork, but you know what? For the purposes here, it's going to be fine. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to save the image. So I'm going to save it as, there it is, my artwork, JPEG. Actually, it might be the full resolution. That's pretty cool. We're going to save that. It looks like it is. It's the 3000 by 3000 artwork. There you go. So this is cool because I can now use this. If I want to put it on SoundCloud or I want to use it on a different platform, I can quickly come in here to my DistroKid Vault, download the file, download the album artwork, and now I'm good to go. And the place that I'm good to go is this place here. It's Slaps. So Slaps is DistroKid's social media song sharing platform. And if you've been a SoundCloud user or you've used Bandcamp or you've used other platforms, it's similar to that, but it's cooler because A, it's run by DistroKid, and B, it has cool features like this track ratio, comment to track ratio. So this needs to be above 5 for you to actually upload songs, meaning that it encourages and engages the community. So what I've got is I've gone in there and I've commented on a bunch of other people's songs, so it means I'm allowed to upload. So to upload, it's as simple as this. I'm going to go to my home here, and I'm going to go post. So we're going to hit the post button here. I can put it into the Your Music Live or the Create, Record, Release. Let's put in Create, Record, Release in GarageBand. So you can add it to groups. You can put your name there. You can put the track title. We're just going to put Murdering Time. We can choose an audio file, and we've just downloaded this audio file. So we can do that and go boom, because DistroKid gives us the ability. The artwork, we know we've just downloaded that. So that's a matter of just going boom, and it's going to put our album artwork right there. You can then put a detailed description here. I'm just going to put Murdering Time. Murdering Tim. Sorry, Tim. Any Tims out there? You don't want to do that. The other cool thing is I can put links to other places that this happens to be, should I do that now? Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll use SongWhip here just to find the links to this one, because what we can do is we can make a music link. I can type in Murdering Time Pete Johns, and using songwhip.com, I can quickly find my song, which is this one here. And this is going to create a page. And if I want to then copy this Spotify link, copy the link address, I can come back to Slaps and put well, that didn't work at all. Why did that not copy? Copy link address. This might just be a Mac thing that it's not letting me copy from there. Oh, there it is. So there you go. And then all I do is I hit the Does It Slap button. and that uploads it. It goes away, it uploads the album artwork, and it uploads the file, the WAV file, and then puts it onto slaps.com. And then all you need to do is just share that, share your song, share your link with the rest of the world. And that's a cool way to do it. Maybe, why don't we'll play this. I'll let that go. We'll let that finish uploading, and then we'll jump back to this for the toilet break today, because I didn't have a toilet break, so we're going to do that. So there you go. And yeah, thank you for reminding me here, Dan Ekberg. Jade Starr did the awesome album artwork for that song. If you are new to the show, by the way, there is a link down in the description as well as in the pinned comment, which will give you the link to not only to DistroKid and the discount code there, but also to the YML form. That's how you submit a song. That's how you get your song here on the show. Just like our friend, speaking of slaps, just like our friend Gerard Icefox has done here. Icefox says, hey Peach, here is a catchy and odd time all over the place tune. I don't exactly count to 4 in this one. Actually, I don't count at all. Oldie Icefox again, new stuff coming up soon. So let's jump into this link. This is our friend Icefox. Do you have an emoji? Just the ice emoji will work, wouldn't it? So this is Icefox. They've posted this on Slaps. So this is what it looks like when you've posted it on Slaps. And here's Icefox's tune called Sky Cats. Let's listen to some Sky Cats here on your Music Live. Sounds like the theme song to an 80s like cop drama. It's like Jingles and Slash. He's Jingles, he's Slash, and together they solve crime in Miami Beach. Yes, a bit of a yes feel. I do like that. I like when you're trying to kick along and you can't really find the beat in a good way, in a big bad way. Very cool. Very awesome. Very nice stuff. Cool syncopation and a progressive groove. And lots going on in that tune. Nicely done. And do go and check out Icefox on Slaps, because Slaps is cool and Icefox is also cool. So go ahead and do that. All right, let's grab our next tune, shall we? This is our friend who's been sharing some cool stuff in recent times. They go by the name of RX2, and they say, wrote this song after thinking about the vastness of the universe, always been fascinated by space and time, so figured it was an obvious choice for YML, since NASA accomplished this historic flight on Mars. The first half is spoken word, and then a transition to singing after the break, all done in GarageBand on my iPad with the help of your tutorials. Thanks again for all your help. No, thank you for your sharing. I dig it. Let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is Hubble telescope images with trippy music. Sleepless Hauntings by RX2. Let's take a listen live on Your Music Live. Very cool indeed. Oh, it's the sort of thing that you just want to keep listening to, isn't it? You don't want to go, you don't want to look away. Yeah, like in the R's, like in the good times. Yeah, very, very cool indeed. Love it. Nicely done. And thank you for sharing. Once again, all of the songs that have been shared are down in the description. So after the show, all you need to do is jump on down there and check it out. And we have all sorts of tunes ready for you here on Your Music Live. Let's jump into our next song, shall we? So this is someone I don't think we've heard from before. This is something pretty cool. So this says it's an instrumental version of a song, Daminda, sung by the Apatani Women's from Zero. This is the local. It's called Dreepocalypse. Are you intrigued? I'm intrigued. Let's jump in and take a listen here on Your Music Live. Very cool, yeah. Nice world music vibe. Dinging it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, nicely done. Yeah, the beat just matches it perfectly, doesn't it? Excellent. Cool visual, cool beat. Everything working in that one. Nicely done. The local there with Dreepocalypse. Very cool indeed. And I like that there's a little counter in the corner too. That's a nice touch, isn't it? Pete can see how long he's been playing the tune for. I'm like, yeah, I play about a minute and a half. There you go. Let's move to our next tune. This is by SM, not SM Borthwick, just SM. And they say it was mixed in GarageBand, iOS, with MIDI instruments only. Currently, it has no lyrics or vocals, but I was excited to submit this. Song structure goes like this. Intro, verse, chorus, guitar solo, chorus, end. Well, you know we're not getting to the guitar solo. Sorry, it's a bit of a meme around here that we don't get to the guitar solos because they're usually about 2 minutes into a song. Oh, we're still playing something. What are we playing and where? Oh, I don't like it when I do that. Oh, it's this song. It's just black screen. Well, let's cut to a black screen here. Let's see my first original song. No title and lyrics yet. This is from our friend SM. Let's take a listen to it live here on Your Music Live. Know that when a song's submitted with no lyrics, I've got to try some.
I was driving down the highway yesterday when I saw a little lady come my way. She was wearing a garbage bag. That's right, a garbage bag. I don't know why she was wearing it.
I'm sorry, but that is so cool. Very cool. When I hear some driving guitars and I hear something rocking like that, I just have to throw the vocals. Right, Barry? It was asking for vocals. It needed to have the vocals thrown across the top. Thank you. Sorry, SM. But yeah, you know that you've hit the mark with me when I have to sing along and just create some vocals on the fly. Bear does it to me. You've done it to me now. So I hope you didn't mind the singing along there. Let's continue. Thank you. Let's continue on to our next song before I start singing again. And then we've got a toilet break coming up in just a few minutes. And then I've got a bunch of really cool tunes coming up in the second half. Yeah, I don't know why I should bring a garbage bag. I think we've got new statistic coming up. There you go. There's a tease for you. If you love your statistic, we've got some new statistic track coming up in the second half. So stay tuned for that one. All right, let's come in here and grab this one. Now, this is Marcus Kinnell. This track was recorded in GarageBand on iPad. I used iRig for guitar and M-Audio interface for all the other instruments. I'm just happy to share some music with you all. Isn't that what it's all about? That's what Your Music Live is all about, sharing music with the community, because Sharon is Karen and Sharon is Karen. Oh, man. I'm talking about the 1 hour mark. This is why we have a toilet break, because about the 1 hour mark, I lose my ever-loving mind. Let's jump in and take a listen to this one. Marcus Kinnell in some instrumental rock, creation number 11. Let's jump in and take a listen. I can't sing when you've got epic lead guitar licks like that. I can't sing over the top. But yeah, very cool. Makes me want to jump. Makes me want to jump around and do my thing. Excellent on the guitars. Yeah, brings me back to my pub gig days. Definitely sounds like a bit of a pub gig, doesn't it? Very nicely done. Digging that one. Thank you for sharing it. And good visuals, by the way. I love it when people go to the effort and do the amazing visuals as well. Really, really cool. Let's jump in and grab our next song. We're catching up on some older tunes, some ones that have been submitted back in like March. So if you are new to the show and you do submit a tune, don't worry, don't stress, don't be concerned that you haven't been played, because it probably is just a matter of time, because we're about 4 weeks behind at the moment. Just to give you an idea, we're about 4 weeks behind on the songs that we're playing, most of the songs that we're playing. So little patience is going to be required. But hey, we're here for the long time, aren't we? We're here for a long time, not a good time, as I like to say. Let's jump in and grab this next one. This is from Crafty Please, and it's a tune called Bunker Ground. They say it's chill and rock. Can you both chill and rock at the same time? Well, we're about to find out. Let's come over here and take a listen to this one. Crafty Please with Bunker Ground on Your Music Live. There you go. Very nicely done. Yeah, nice arrangement going on there, and good little switch up. I like the kind of detuned kind of feel that you get in parts there, and excellent visualization. I don't know what app or what platforms use to do that visualization, but it looks very darn cool. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, excellent visuals. Where was it? I go to click something and then it's like shoomp, it goes straight down there. Nicely done, and thank you for sharing. Now let's grab, what have we got? Okay, I'll sneak one song in before we go to the next one, because we want to grab some Kronk song. So we opened with the brand new intro from Mark Lovell, better known as Kronk song, and now we're going to play one of his actual tunes. Now, if you know Mark, you know that he does something very cool for us here on Your Music Live. He does his very own YML mixes that are just 2 minutes long. So what do? We do him a solid and we play the entire 2 minutes, because if he goes to that sort of effort, that's what we're going to do. Mark says, this is a short song inspired by my son's current predicament. He has a German girlfriend he hasn't been able to see for months. Due to his terrible situation we're currently in. I thought I'd better submit it now before it's out of date and lost its meaning. Let's hope that's soon. Fingers crossed. Yeah, in some parts of the world. Yes, in other parts of the world, not quite yet. But let's jump in and take a listen to this. It's called Two Cities, and again, look at this. Mark does everything. He does the visuals, he does amazing artwork, he does his 2-minute YML mixes. Really, really cool. Let's take a listen. Kronk song with Two Cities on Your Music Live.
This is to tell two cities. One is yours and one is mine. I'm over here by the river Thames, and you're over there by the Rhine. Thank God for technology. I can see you and you can see me. I'm not a big fan of this travel ban. Oh, when can I hug you again? I hope it's not too long. We all see very long. This is to tell two cities, miles and miles apart. How long will it be? How long will it take till I can see my sweetheart? Thank God for technology. I can see you and you can see me. I'm not a big fan of this travel ban. Oh, when can I hug you again? I hope it's not too long. We all see very wrong. I hope it's not too long. We all see very wrong.
The one and only Mark Kronk song Lovell with a little ditty called Two Cities. Two Cities is the ditties. Yeah. Seat dancing for the win on that one for sure. Excellent mix of guitars, really good flow. Just moved along beautifully, Mark. Love your work. And I couldn't think of a better way to move us in to the toilet break. Yeah, excellent track. The mixing and mastering is done perfectly. You can tell a perfect mix when you hear it. And you can tell that Tom Rochelle, aka Thomas Christ, will be live straight after this show. So in a 57 minutes time after the second half, Thomas Christ doing some live music, which is very, very cool. Kronk song is indeed killing it. Second half, we've got some more amazing stuff coming up. We've got some Thomas Christ, we've got some Glenn Clark, we've got some Joe and Barry Glenn, and as I mentioned before, we got some new statistics. So don't go anywhere because you don't want to miss the second half. But for now, It is TB time, toilet break. And in the toilet break, we're going to... Do I have new statistic? Did I make that up? I thought you'd sent me a track. I'll check that in the toilet break. I thought there was a statistic tune here, but I could be totally wrong. Please let me know if that's the case. So you saw me do a thing here. You saw me in the halftime there where we talked about DistroKid. I actually just downloaded from my DistroKid. I downloaded the audio and the cover art. I threw it up on Slaps. It took me like 30 seconds, and now it's linked there. There it is. It's processing the audio file, but it should be up there by now. So what I can now do is I can hit this copy link button. There you go, copied, go forth and paste. I'm going to throw this in the chat here. So while we have the toilet break, you've got something to do. You can jump over to slaps.com, sign up if you haven't already. You can listen to the tune here that I'm going to play while you do it. And then, you can leave me a comment, or you can throw some fire on the track, or you can leave me a comment saying that you don't like it at all. I don't mind. I've got pretty thick skin. So, we'll be fine. Let's see now it's not... Why isn't it bringing it up? Let's go to me. We'll go to me because it should be under me here. There it is. There's murdering time. So you can come in here, you can fire it, you can save it, you can do whatever. So I've only got 2 minutes 37. It's a short song, so I better get my butt into gear. I'm going to go do a refill of the water and a quick comfort stop. But I'll leave you with this track with Jade Star on drums, and this is my tune called Murdering Time. Let's take a look. That's not it. It's still playing stuff on SoundCloud in the background there. This is a Murdering Time here on Your Music Live.
Only sense is the darkness. Only feeling the pain. Time is behind me. Don't have nothing to gain. At the end of my tether, only one thing to do. I'm murdering time. To save myself and others from the thoughts in my mind. I'm murdering time, so I don't end up taking a life. Murdering time. I dream of
Murdering Time. Yes, I believe it is E minor A7 DG. I can't actually remember, Dan. Hit me up and I'll let you know. No, we don't want another one from you. It's self-promoting enough to play one of my songs. But yeah, there you go. That is the cool thing about Slaps is that within the space of a couple of minutes, I was able to do that. We were able to get it all up there. And look, you've already been nice and given the fire. Look, there's Night Train, there's Frigsy. So you can show those comments live. SM Borthwick, you're all there. So thank you, everybody, for the kindness. And let's get... I'm struggling. Struggling to piece words together sometimes around here. Let's jump into the second half, a big second half. We've got some amazing tunes coming up in this second half. And we're going to kick off with this one from our friends Joe and Barry Glenn. Yes, they're back. They're back and they're not happy. No, they're usually happy. Joe and Barry are usually pretty happy, folks. This is a tune called Two Ravens, and Joe says, all traditional songs have a theme, i.e. murder ballads. Night visiting songs, seduction leading to death or murder. This would be a murder ballad well known as Trois Corbis, a Scottish version. This is the English version, Two Ravens. After your heavy praise of last week, we have much to live up to. The pressure is on, absolutely. All GB, of course, CRR have given us some great advice along the way, and dig Barry's drawings. Oh, we got some Barry drawing work in the background here. That's pretty darn cool. Let's jump in and take a listen to this one, shall we? This is called Two Ravens. Joe and Barry Glenn on Your Music Live.
As I was walking all alone, I heard two ravens call and mourn. One to the other, one did say, where shall we go and dine today, oh? Where shall we go and dine today, oh? Oh, where but by yon new fallen birch, there lies a new slain knight. No mortal kens that he lies there, with a hawk and a hound and his lady fair, oh, the hawk and the hound and his lady fair. His hound is to the hunting gone, his hawk to fetch the wildfowl home, his lady's ta'en another maid, so we may make our dinner sweet, oh, so we may make our dinner sweet. We sit upon his bonny breastbone, we pick out his bonny grey eyes, we set our claws into his yellow hair, and build a bower, it's all blown bare, oh, and build a bower, it's all blown bare.
Very nicely done. How does it end? What happens? Well, guess what? You're just going to have to go and check out the full video, which you can do by following the link in the description. All of the songs that we play on the show here are down below, so you can watch Joe and Barry doing what they do best down in the description. Very cool. Very nicely done. So thank you, and we'll move on here. Now, I did finally find it. I did think that there was a new statistic tune, and then I was like, oh, now I think I might be made a mistake. So what does statistic have to say? This song was originally recorded on cassettes in 2000, and one could argue that this is what the song really started my music career. Please start the video at 4 minutes 50, since the song is over 7 minutes long, and I doubt you want to play the entire thing, even though that would be awesome. Yeah, if I played the entire songs, especially 7-minute ones, it would be called Your Music 10 Songs. That it wouldn't be called that, but we do try and get as many tunes in so that you get a taste. You get a taste for that. Sorry, Mark said folking, brilliant, so I had to go there. Let's take a listen to this one, shall we? Have we got the right video? There we are. Yes, indeedy. And it is a very cool video. You do want to check out the whole video, by the way, because it is excellent. But we will play it from, where did we say here? From the 4-minute 50 mark. So we'll scroll ahead to 4:50 and we'll give this one a play. There we go. So this is called Technitium. Sure, we'll go with that. And this is by Statistic, and it's a new song. And we're going to listen to it right here, right now on Your Music Live. Some very epic stuff from Statistic. And yeah, go back and listen to the start of the tune, because I would argue that the start is even better. So yeah, you want to go back and listen to the whole thing. Very, very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, very nicely done. Let's grab a next song, shall we? This one is from our friend Orchestra Eclipse, and this one got my attention because at first I thought you were saying you were doing a song, a cover of the 1942 song, as in the old arcade game from the 80s. But apparently it's Battlefield 1942. So Orchestra Eclipse says, hey, I did a cover of the theme from Battlefield 1942, a classic game that was released a few years after I was born, and a game was played on my old PC. Hope you enjoy. So yeah, again, because I'm so old, when I hear that 1942 and 1943, they were a little arcade game that I used to play in the arcades back in the day. Like a button mashing kind of game with a little plane flying along. Yeah. Anyone with me? Maybe. Let's jump in and take a listen to this Orchestra Eclipse with Battlefield 1942 main theme on Your Music Live. Very nice horns, some cool percussion going on there. Yeah, digging on the percussion, and nice movie score sound going on there from Orchestra Eclipse. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? And this one is That Mitchell Thing. And they say, a simple little song I wrote about 30 years ago, now with my daughter singing. How cool is that? Yeah, I love it when you got like the generational things going on. I've got some old songs. Maybe I should crack out some of my old songs and see if my daughters want to sing on them. Probably not. They don't like my music very much. And that's probably okay, because 11 and 9-year-old girls are not my target demo. Just quietly. I know people get very, very offended when their like wives, spouses, polyamorous family units, children don't like their music, and it's like, well, you got to think. Would you have liked your dad's music at age 9 or 11? Probably not. So you don't have to worry about it. All right, let's jump in and take a listen to this one, That Mitchell Thing, with a tune called Betrayed, here on Your Music Live.
I'm gradually going out of my mind.
Beautiful little tune there from that Mitchell thing, Betrayed, here on Your Music Live. Very nice indeed. And yeah, thank you for sharing another tune. I think we've heard from you a couple of times now. Please continue to share your tunes because it's all very cool. Why don't we grab a tune from Soul Extension? They say, recorded on my iPad mini in GarageBand. This song is about the feeling I had when driving home the next day after a great party in the summertime. Remembering the night before, feeling tired but ready to face another day. Yeah, let's all reminisce about partying. I love it. So this is a tune from Soul Extension, and it's called, is this the right one? Bear with me a moment. I pasted it in, and then it went to a different tune. I think, I keep doing the same thing. I keep trying to pause it, and instead of pausing it, I'm taking it back to the previous one. So I think this is the right tune. It is called Love Lawn. If it's not, I apologize. We're going to play this anyway. Soul Extension with Love Lawn here on Your Music Live.
Sight, but still going strong on this smoking road. Nothing can go wrong. Feeling out of age in a wandering crowd. All you do is look for a different sound. Love, love, Lord. Love, love, Lord. I am led limb. I cannot move. A faraway voice reminds me of you. Calling randomly to a distant friend. He cannot speak what's on his mind. Love, love, Lord. Love, Lord.
Now, I'm not sure that was the right song that I played there, but it's a very cool song. So if it's not, then hey, we'll catch up on the other one another time. But very nicely done. Excellent mixing on the guitars there. Very nice tune. Good stuff indeed. Now I've left Michael's name up there because I think it's been a couple of weeks since we grabbed a Michael, aka Zealand Band tune, and we've got one right here. It says The Late Great Mr. Right, a tale of woe written about the late great Mr. Right, who was mostly wrong. Michael, you always bring something interesting and something left field, and I love it. So let's come in here and take a listen to this one, shall we? This is Michael, a.k.a. Zealand Band, with The Late Great Mr. Right. On Your Music Live. I'm going to leave you hanging there to find out what happens. Yeah, very, very melancholy tune. A lot of good things going on in there. Love the strings in there, complementing well by the little bunk, 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 bunk sounds. Yeah, that's what they call it. The bunk, 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 bunk. Very cool vibe on that tune. The reason I love all of you, and I love all of your music that you share, but the reason I love listening to Michael's stuff is that when I hit play, I just simply never know what's going to play. So it could be anything, and that's cool. I think that once you genreify yourself and you're only doing one particular style of music, then I don't know. I like it. I like the idea that it could be anything at all, and it's definitely always good, but it's always varied with Michael's tunes. Right, let's jump into our next tune, and we got one here from Ron at Wolfstone Studios. Shout out to Ron and Jenny. I've got to join the dots. Is it Ron and Jenny at Wolfstone Studio? Let me know if I've got that right this week. Usually I don't. Let's listen to this tune from Wolfstone Studio. It is called Until the Day, and we're going to listen to it live right here, right now on Your Music Live.
Once upon a time, in another frame of mind, the only thing we knew was you and me. That was long ago, and now you really wanna know if there's any hope at all, if the future you need. Here we are today, and you need for me to say the world's a better place in our situation. With dreams of happiness, you deserve the very best. Alone, I'm a no one. Together, we're an ocean. Stay forever. Be my friend and lover. Lost my center till the day I found you. Won't you hold me? Listen.
Very nicely done. Yeah, very cool. Very cool instrumentals, very cool vocals, and great use of the cool stuff we get within GarageBand. Yeah, I didn't give the intro there. Ron says, has some Asian fusion, if that's a thing, with my own twist. I recorded this using GarageBand on my iPhone. I try to do something a little different with every song. Can't wait for the feedback from your YouTube community, from our YouTube community, and they really dig it. So well done. Yeah, excellent stuff. A great tune there. Very chill, very smooth, very nicely done. So thank you for sharing, because again, sharing is caring. And if you're getting some value, I don't like it when people say that. I'm going to stop saying it. If you're having fun, if you're enjoying yourself, feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel, you're new to the show, and do share, because we do want to make sure that the folks that we play here get as much exposure, and it's a cool way. It's only 2 hours out of your week. You rock up here, you listen to some little snippets of songs, and you walk away going, I really want to go and check out more Wolfstone Studio, or more Michael aka Zealand Band, or more Inside Bilderberg, which is what we're about to say. Every time I see your name, I think Inside Build-A-Bear, but it's Bilderberg. This is a track called Spores, and it's the first one I ever did when I started fumbling around with making music back in 2007. Done in Reason 0.4. Still stick mainly to Reason these days. Just love the interface and the workflow of it. And you know what? As much as I'm a GarageBand guy, and now I'm using Cubasis in this current track, use what works for you. Yeah? Whatever works for you to make the best music and the most music that you can, use it. Don't worry about what other people tell you. Don't worry about other people's opinions. If it works for you and you're creating good music in it, use it. Let's take a listen. Inside Bilderberg, not Build-A-Bear, with Spores, live on Your Music Live. Right. I think we've all just had a brain reset with that one. Very, very cool indeed. Nice tune there from inside Bilderberg. Suddenly turned to a reggae beat. I know, got a bit of a dub groove to that one. Super cool, mysterious soundscape. So go and check out the full tune down in the description after the show. Friggsy. Is there a Friggsy in the house? I finally caught one of Friggsy's live sessions the other day, and it was super cool. He is a very, very talented musician, and he's sharing a tune here now where he says this. Hey, Peter, this is a cover I did a while back in my messy music room. There's no copyright claim on this. Nice. John Spillane is one of the finest Irish songwriters to emerge over the past 20 years. This is a song based during the famine in Ireland and the decision people had to make whether to emigrate or not. It's not perfect. It's a one-take vocal with some guitars layered in post in Reaper. Very heavy reverb to create the atmospheric effect. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one from Friggsy. Thank you, Friggsy. Friggsy, a great supporter of the channel and just a stand-up bloke as well. So Friggsy with a cover of John Spillane's tune Passage West on Your Music Live.
I met my love in Passage West. The sun was sinking down to rest. The rivers to the stars confessed was the dark-haired woman I love best. We wandered down by the chapel square. There was magic in the air. Mother Nature gently pressed the burning river to her breast. I offered her a golden ring, my hand, my heart, and everything. I offered her a sweet love nest by the flowing banks of Passage West. Oh love, will you go, will you go, will you go? Or love, will you stay, will you stay, will you stay? Or love, will you go, will you go, will you go? Or love, will you stay, will you stay, will you stay?
Beautiful tune and some excellent processing on that one too. Great mixing, very nicely done indeed. Exactly. And I know the messy room, whenever I see it, it's not that messy. Or is it messy and then you clean it up for whenever you're going to record? I know I do the same, but nowadays I just use a green screen. Oh, sorry. I mean, this is my funky little lair with, the upright piano and the drums and the cool bar. No, it's a green screen, but that's okay. Beautifully done, beautifully performed, mixed and produced song. And do make sure you jump over and check out what Friggsy's got going on over there, because he does some epic live acoustic sets and other things and other fun and games over there. So support the folks who support me here at Your Music Live. Happy Ron. Let's just play Happy Ron. All Happy Ron says about this tune is they grow up so fast. They do. They surely do. And the song we're going to play up, we're going to play a couple of songs that are a little bit of a tear jerkers. Okay, so warning coming in here. If like me, you tend to weep like a little baby at some of the sad tunes, we've got a couple of tear jerkers. So let's take a first listen to Happy Ron, and then we've got another epic song that I've been really looking forward to playing. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one. Happy Ron with A Parent Never Knows.
All of your life I made the house warm and kept you safe from the storm. You may never know why I'm starting to cry. My daughter, you just left home. It's so hard to let go, 'cause a parent never knows how the winds of life will blow. Parent never knows. You may live a life with hopes that soar. You may march in boots in a war. You may find your dreams in everything. You may have to leave them at the door. It's so hard to let go, 'cause a parent never knows how the winds of life will blow. A parent never knows.
The one and only Happy Ron, bringing the sad, but it can't all be happy. I mean, it is still happy, because again, as the quotes that Ron throws up there say, yeah, I like that first one. The two hardest times are when, you bring your kid home, and then I'm sure I'm going to get there with the whole having to let them go at the other end when they go out on their own. Anyway, thank you, Ron. Beautiful tune. Thank you for sharing. Sharon is Karen. Glenn Clark. Let's head across the Tasman and check in with Glenn Clark. Now, if you don't know Glenn Clark, he's an amazing man. He's a ridiculously good songwriter. Where's his CD? Oh, I've cleaned up and I put it away. He actually said he's released a couple of albums, and he's actually sent me the actual physical CD. So him and Jade Starr are two of the only people whose CDs I legitimately own in the last 2 years. But Glenn Clark creates some fantastic music and does some really good video. He's an amazing artist, and he's a pretty good rollerblader too, just quietly. And he's got a tune here. I'm going to play not quite all of this because it's 5.5 minutes, but I'm going to play a fair chunk of it because Glenn Clark is amazing. And this is a tune called Quarter to Midnight. Many of you may have already checked it out if you follow Glenn, but man, this is, yeah. I'm going to let it speak for itself. Glenn says a few things here. I'll tell you about those after, if I can still speak, if I'm not a blubbering mess, which is highly likely. Let's take a listen. Quarter to Midnight, Glenn Clark on Your Music Life.
This is an emergency warning. Information of a possible nuclear strike against this country has been received. The current threat level is critical, meaning an attack is imminent. Civilians are advised to stay in their homes. Evacuations are currently taking place. Police will lead you to safety. Follow their orders without question.
No need to talk. We just stand and stare. Just hold my hand and don't let go. Tonight we'll be as one. Try not to run. No time for screaming. don't let go. It's all that matters in the end. It's almost never light at 1:45. Am I seeing right? Don't let go, baby, won't you hold me tight? You'll never leave my side. It's almost never light at 1:45.
The one and only Glenn Clark. Oh, gotta get that visual off the screen. Phew, that's hard hitting. Like I say, the allergies. It's just the allergies kicking in. What does Glenn say about that? He says, hi Pete, greetings from across the Tasman. Here's my latest song called 1:45. Probably the most interesting thing about this song is that the snare drum is the sound of my mouse clicking and the kick drum is my voice making a boom sound and dropped an octave. Apart from that, it's just me, my acoustic, some cello, a bass, some vocal tracks. The video was a one-shot, one-take. I played and lip-synced occasionally to the song at double speed so that when I slowed the footage down and matched it to the original track, the whole thing would be in slow motion, if that makes sense. Big hello to the YML crew. That's you. And that is from Glenn over in New Zealand. Thank you, Glenn. Amazing song, as always. You just bring the awesome. Let's move on and find another track. Let's listen to some Raz Ali, shall we? So Raz says, this is a commentary of ghosting, the digital phenomena where people are rejected by not responding via messaging. I thought Elizabeth Moss is a perfect metaphor for this because in the 2020 film, The Invisible Man, she fights an abuser that she can't even see. So let's take a listen to this tune, shall we? This is Raz Ali. And what is the name of the song? It is called Elizabeth Moss. I like it. Oh, look, we've got an ad. Should we check? Let's check out the ad over here on SoundCloud.
Old stories behind Australia's most captivating crimes in a brand new season of their hit series,
Catching Killers, because there's not enough bad things in the world. Let's sensationalize them even more. Yeah, mainstream media for the win. Yeah. Sorry. See, I was all ready to listen to this tune. Reset, refresh. Raz Ali, Elizabeth Moss, here on Your Music Live.
Your skull face and more of a casino. Riding some notes or playing spring mode. Things simple in the year 2000. Get back real quick. Cause I'm not the type of place to be shielded. None of your millions or deep things. Cause can't I get out of Elizabeth Moss?
Crazy thing is, like, for the past 5 years, bro, I've been totally cool with being ghosted, you know? And now that I'm ghosting, it's like, nobody can take it on the chin. Everyone's upset all the time.
Very cool stuff there from Raz Ali, Elizabeth Moss. Yeah, is my shirt starting to go see-through? It is too. I don't know. Whoa, that's a bit nuts. Should we adjust it or should we just go with it? That's kind of cool. I'm just going to leave it for now. I'm like Marty McFly's brother and sister. I'm going to start just fading away into the background. Very cool. Yeah, absolutely dope and really cool on this crazy good production. Absolutely love it. Love it a lot. Thank you for sharing. Good job. Al, Night Train, 1988. I should remember to play you straight after Russ, 88, 89, so we can have a battle of the 88s. But I didn't. So Night Train 1988, Al, our man over there, says, "Hi Pete, this is my latest instrumental track. It's inspired by the beauty and calm of the Australian outback and in contrast the devastation caused by the wildfires recently. Recorded on GarageBand on iPad Pro. It's quite long. Please play from 3 minutes 45. We will do that. And because we're here on Slaps, it's going to make it easy to do that because Slaps doesn't autoplay. Slaps doesn't have any ads. You don't have to hear about To Catch a Killer murdering on Channel 7. So, I recommend jumping over to Slaps. If you're a SoundCloud user, give it a try. Nothing to lose. You get to engage with a cool community and you get to comment on other people's stuff and listen to cool tunes and share your stuff for free using Slaps. And Slaps is, of course, by our friends at DistroKid, who are sponsoring this show and who've been sponsoring this show for many months now. So big shout out. Thank you to DistroKid. And thank you to Al Night Train 1988 for sharing this tune. It is called Outback Sunset Burning Sunrise. And we're going to listen to it live here on Your Music Live. Very cool tune there from our man Al, and you know what? Something I can relate to. Remember back before we were scared of other things? We were scared here in Australia because half of our country was on fire. And then straight after that, some other things happened in 2020. And we all kind of forgot about it. But there's legitimately still people here in Australia trying to recover from those bushfires. So, it's definitely something that hits me back in the feels again. It's the feels episode here today. Everyone's trying to make Pete cry. And succeeding, mind you. But no, keep it coming. Very, very cool stuff. Where are we at? We got time for like maybe 3 more tracks. We may be going overtime. I don't want to go too far overtime because coming up next, we got Thomas Christ. Our man Tom Rochelle is going to be doing some live music. Tomorrow, Jade Starr and myself will be doing our live music with the opening hour and the happy hour. So make sure that you tune in for some of that as well. Where's the next song that I was going to play? I had it here, and then I didn't. No, I can't find it. Sorry. Where was it? Nothing better than Dead Air. Here it is. This is the one I was trying to find. And this one's from Melody Beats. Now, I wanted to play this tune because they say this. Finally, I got the courage to send this in. I wrote this song about the worst decision I ever made to cheat on my girlfriend years. Backstory. I don't know how to love, but I certainly had no idea how to receive it. I was raised in a broken home with a sociopathic addict father who was very abusive in many ways. So when that's all you know your entire life, you're accustomed to believe that nice people don't exist and that they are only being nice because they want something. Tragic, I found love in all the wrong places. Confusing, intercourse for love. Intercourse is temporary. Sorry, I changed that up. I can say sex. It's okay. I thought love was too back then. I'm not proud of what I did, but after capturing this memory, it did prompt me to seek mental health treatment and fix myself and deal with the long list of acronyms I was diagnosed with. I'm free of meds, 4 years strong. Yay. I hope you can enjoy the song because it doesn't talk about the fallout. It only talks about the drive over there, the anticipation, and the actual act itself. The aftermath is in songs to come. I like this because I like the story, and I like the fact that saying that finally found the courage to send this in is that you're actually sharing a tune. And I know that there's many of you out there that are sitting there saying, oh, I don't know if I want to share a tune. I don't know if I'm ready. What if people don't like it? What if people say that I'm bad? Don't worry about any of that stuff. Just share your music, because the only way you're going to improve is to share. And especially when you're writing music about experiences, it is actually going to help. It's going to be a cathartic experience making that music and then sharing it with other people. I almost guarantee it. There are no guarantees in life, but I almost guarantee it. So let's take a listen to this tune. It is by Melody Beats, and it's called Be Gentle With Me Now. Let's take a listen here live on Your Music Live.
I'm switching lanes underneath the overpass. The yellows change, lights are turning to red flags. Somebody hit the brakes, can't do it on my own. I'm flirting with mistakes, but I should be at home. Oh, be at home. You're dangerous, I knew it the first day we met. I'm curious, but oh how quickly I forget. I've got a home to save and mouths to feed, but you ignite this flame burning right through me. Oh, right through me. I'm giving up, I'm giving in, I'm at your door, you let me in, you softly kiss my skin, and I am in your hands. I'm breaking bad, I'm breaking down. I've driven to your little town. Be gentle with me now. Be gentle with me now. The music's on, playing all your favorite songs. You skip the ones that consequently sing of love. I question.
Very cool. Melody Beats with Be Gentle With Me Now. Yeah. How good is that? Like, and again, you can think that if you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, what if people don't like it? And then you hit it out of the park like that. That's pretty darn cool. Yeah, please continue sharing because you've got some super talent there. Exactly. 5 out of 5. Great voice, says Russ. I agree. Great songwriting and loving those harmonies. I know. I can't really think who it reminds me of, but it's very, very cool. Righty dokey. Let's grab a couple more tunes. We'll grab one here. And this is our friend Bear, better known as Tremor Bear. And I haven't marked these off correctly, so I'm hoping I'm not playing the song I've already played. We're about to find out. If I am, then I apologize. We're over here on SoundCloud. This is Tremor Bear, and they say this song was recorded in GB. It's dedicated to peace in Israel and the surrounding countries. I tried to use my voice in this one. A shout out to you and YML and those watching. Hello, Bear. Shout out to you as well. Get the bear emojis going on. Why not? You've only got 2 more songs to go. Get those emojis happening. Throw the bears out there. I don't know the name of this song because, yeah. But it is from our friend Tremor Bear. Let's take a listen here on Your Music Live. now Bear's doing the cool YML mix, making sure that the whole song gets played. Very cool. Loved the use of the voice in there, and good to hear the Bear there. Very, very smooth. Draws a smile to my bearded face. So very cool. Very nice. Or awesome groove, walking down the mountain trail with waves crashing below. There you go. Nicely done. We are at the end. This is the end. My only end. The end. My only friend. The end. Anyway, so we're going to play one more tune here, and I'm playing this tune because I wanted to go out with this one because guess what? This man, Thomas Christ, is about to go live. Straight after this show, you can jump over and listen to some Thomas Christ. Tom, if you can throw your link to your live show down in the chat right now, that'd be cool. That way folks can load that one up and get ready to jump on over and check out your show. But Thomas has a brand new tune. As Tom says, this track is called Assembly Mind, and the music was created on Korg Gadget on iOS before being sent to Logic Pro for vocals and mixing. Mastering was done by Jade Star. I think we've had like 3 or 4 Jade Star mastered songs today. This track will, of course, be part of my upcoming album, The Creator, which I, for one, am looking forward to hearing. So let's jump in and grab a listen to this one. This is Thomas Christ with Assembly Mind, our final tune here on Your Music Live.
Manufacturing mayhem, directing destruction from my assembly mind comes pyrolytic production, compositing cacophony and fabricating hype, fortifying formulations for these vapid prototypes. Smash up all the parts, put them together again, magnifying madness to a glorious end. Supply without demand, keeping my nowhere house stocked. Pile to the ceiling, locked and scarred board box. This is a product of my assembly mind, breaking the pieces I form into the whole. This is a product of my assembly mind, and my conveyor belt to complete control. Complete control. Ka-chunk sounds of extruding the steel, clanging to the floor, becoming something I can feel in my furious foundry, melting all meaning to sludge, transforms to scarlet paint that I smear and I smudge. Fires ever burning, fueled insidious industry, pernicious product line, the guns in my history, vision for extinction, massacre by this machine, sedated by the sound of this acoustic halothane. This is a product of my assembly mind, breaking the pieces I form into.
Very cool indeed. Mr. Thomas Christ with Assembly Mind to take us out here on Your Music Live. Oh, Thomas has got some great tunes, and guess what? If you want to check them out, you can jump over to his live show. If you're here on YouTube Live, I've just thrown it into the chat. So as soon as I finish rambling, which will be in about 20 seconds, you can just click or tap on that one and jump straight over. I'll be there. All the cool people will be there. You want to be there. You don't want to miss the party. Thank you for being here on Your Music Live. Huge thanks to our sponsors, DistroKid. They make sure that I can keep doing this show and serve you and serve the independent music community. So thank you to DistroKid. If you're looking to release music and you're an independent artist, less than $20 per year, unlimited songs, why would you not check them out? And you can save yourself 7% using the link down in the description. That is going to do it for this one. I'll see you next week. We are here every week on Your Music Live. Tomorrow we've got the happy hour. We've then got the Creator Town Hall on Sunday evening, as well as Garage Band Weekly. So I hope you can catch all of the live shows. Head over to studiolivetoday.com to find out all the ways you can get in touch and interact with me and the channel. And until next time, please be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others, keep creating, and rock on, people. See you